Hey friends, welcome back to Homeschool-ology. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Nikki. I'm a homeschooling mom of 4. I've got a 9th grader, 5th grader, 1st grader, and kindergartner. But today's video I'm doing the portfolio reviews for the oldest 3 of my kiddos, which were in 8th grade, 4th grade, and kindergarten last year. So I'm going to be putting together their portfolios. We actually have their portfolio reviewed today. I kind of sort of forgot about it. And so now I'm kind of like hurrying to get this done. So this happened to me last year as well, where I didn't quite get to the fanciness that I usually do. So I'll post that video or link that video right here, where I normally put them in a binder and have it, all organized, but today it's going to be rough, quick, and this is, but I'm still gonna get a good review out of it because I'm still gonna provide all the information that my reviewer needs, and so yeah, we're gonna get started on doing that, and let's get diving in. Alright, so I'm standing because I got my bin down. So this is just my big bin. I've done room tours before, so I can post a video. I'll link it here. But I have all these bins up on the top, and this last one is what I use to just throw things in. So literally, I can reach the bin, I just throw it in when it's something that I want to save or go through or later or anything like that. So that is what this bin is. As you can see, it's very full of knickknacks and things and papers. And so what I'm going to do is go through and make piles as to, what things belong to what person. And then from there, I will check back in with you guys and tell you the next step. So now I have created piles. There are actually 4 piles because my kindergarten or my preschooler has a pile too. So these are the 4 piles that I am going to do some more things to. So I'll meet you back here in a minute. So I just wanted to show you something that I put together on the computer real quick. I didn't record this part, but I put together just these little sheets for each of my kiddos that shows the curriculum that they use, the classes that they took at their co-op, any extracurricular classes or activities that they did. This section is for the reading log. I have not put this together yet. Oh, this isn't supposed to be here. That part went on here, brothers. So there is the reading log section I need to fill out, and then our travel learning, and I forgot to add field trips, so I'm going to add that in as well here in a second. And that is kind of just like an overview of our year that I provide for my person, and then I will show you guys in a minute our log of activity, and that's kind of all that we do. I completed these forms, and so I just wanted to give you guys a quick view. I'm only going to show my daughters here, but I did add in the field trips right here, and I moved the reading log to the back side of the paper. This is just a sampling of our reading, and so yeah. So that is kind of what our finished product looked like, and this I put on top of each of the stacks. So as you can tell, I'm filming this part on a completely different day, and it is because that day I ended up having multiple things on my schedule that I didn't necessarily not know were coming, but didn't realize I had put them all on the same day. And so that day kind of got away from me. And by the end of it, my brain was done because I had done so much that day. And so I didn't get to film an outro. And so I wanted to go ahead and film this here to show you guys that we did have our portfolio review that day. Everything went great. She has been working with our family since the beginning. So this was our 9th portfolio review with her, so she knows how, what we do. She actually attends our co-op. We're close to her, and so she knew our family. And so the fact that I wasn't like completely organized, and she said every time because I'm crazy. Really, honestly, I'm crazy. So as far as like how I organize it and everything, my friend has told me before that like she has a bin and she literally just set that bin out and had her go through it. And she was totally fine with that. So, it's kind of really going to be up to your reviewer as to how structured you need to be. But I had my printouts. Let me see if I can find one real quick. Hold on. Okay, so I had my printouts. It showed, the curriculum we used, what classes they took at co-op, the things that we did throughout the year, and then a selection of books. And that was literally all I had, was this and a stack of samples for our homeschool. Those are all the requirements that you need for the state of Florida. And I had my planner out. Okay, so there's, for the state of Florida, you need a log of activity. So I used a planner to show a log of activity, but you simply can write down the date and went on a field trip, the date and completed these subjects, the date and blah, blah, blah. Like, it can be a notebook. Many people have kept it that way. Your kids can keep it that way. Like, it literally just has to be a list of activities that you did throughout the year. Super simple, super easy. I have a whole video on my planning and setting this up, so I'll link it for you guys. But this is what I did this past year for my log of activity. And so it's basically just my planner. We were post planners around here. So I bought these tabs here on Amazon. If I remember, I'll link them for you guys. But I bought the tabs, and so it just shows the month and kind of like what our schedule was for the month. And then I matched up, so September was purple, so this is August, September, and then this is each of my kids and what they did on each day. And so that just is what this whole thing is, just doing that. So that is just kind of a quick look at my log of activity. But like I said, I have a video that shows this in much more detail. You need samples of beginning, middle, and end of your child's like handwriting, math, art, like things like that. Just samples so that show the progression through the year, because that's all they have to do is show progress from beginning to year. So tongue tie. That's all you have to do is show progress from one year to the next. So beginning, middle, and end shows their progress. A few samples from each of those things, and then you need a reading log. And I am terrible about keeping a reading log, so I literally just write down a sampling of their favorite books. All of these books right here are books that my kids read at bedtime. Those are their bedtime stories. And any books we do like as a thing. I also keep if you keep your library receipts, like when you get library books, you can keep your receipts, and that will also show a log of what your kiddos read. So really, it's super simple. My library website usually keeps a record of your history, your checkout history. I relied on that this year, and it was not there. So I don't know if they like updated their system or what happened, but none of our order history was there. So this year I will be keeping receipts, like the actual printout receipts, as a backup to the online system if that's up and running again. So just a little note there, I don't always rely on technology, but what I should be doing is writing these down as they read them, but you know, you know how things go. So anyways, everything went off without a hitch. It was easy, simple, wonderful. She came in, we love her. She's a friend of ours, you know, but if not, and she does do online, like long distance, so anybody in the state of Florida can use her. So if you're looking for a portfolio reviewer, just message me down in the comments or personally over on Instagram or email me, and I can send you her information because she does do them virtually as well. And so it's all easy peasy, wonderful, even though like I wasn't super prepared. You saw I pulled this crap together the day of. Obviously not my log of activity, like you have to keep that throughout the year. But my samples and this page, I literally made this page that day, guys. It really doesn't have to be complicated or difficult in any way, shape, or form. So that is that. As you can see, the sun is starting to come in through my window, so I'm going to wrap this video up, and I will talk to you guys again soon. If you have any questions, let me know down in the comments. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, and give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget, you can check us out over on Instagram at Homeschool-ology, and I hope you will come back and chat with me again real soon, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.